What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Revival. My name is JJ, and today we're going over GameCube games. Okay, so as usual, I always like to preface my collection videos with a little bit of a disclaimer. This one is no different. A few of these games I have not played, and that's because I picked them up over the years and I haven't caught. I couldn't tell you the last time my GameCube was actually hooked up. Now that I actually have that adapter from Castlevania games, I'm really excited to hook it up and get back into a few of these. And I'll go over, like, you know, which ones I'm looking to really get into as soon as possible. There's just, guys, there's just so much to play. There's so many games, and they keep making more. There's a lot. Yeah, let's just get into it. These are my GameCube games, and I love this system. I played the PS2 more, admittedly. If I do a PS2 collection video, it's going to probably be broken out like my PS1 video was, into like 2 or 3 sections because I have so many of those. But we'll start from the top. First one up is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I have played this one, yes. I played this on the GameCube. I didn't beat it until the remaster, whatever it was, came out on Wii U, and that's the one I actually beat. Really enjoyed it. Just a really fun game. I love the improvements they made to that one too, because a big point of contention with me was how long it took to sail around, which is, you know, 90% of the freaking game. But it took so long to just get anywhere with that, and they upped the speed in the new version, which I think was a great move because it really made the game flow a lot better. Really enjoyed my time with this, and enjoyed the hell out of it. Plus that ending, like, you see the like cartoony, cutesy graphics, and then you see the end of the game. I won't spoil it, but anybody who's beaten it knows what happens at the end. It's like, oh, that's a little more brutal than I was expecting. All right, fair enough. So yeah, great game. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Hopefully they bring that new version to the Switch as well, because I think a lot more people are obviously getting into the Switch than they were the Wii U, and I think a lot more people should be able to try that game out. Next one is a 2-pack with, I think it was some sort of a bonus thing. I'm not sure what it came with, but this is a bonus disc thing with Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I'll be honest, I haven't spent much time with it. I got it, but I have not spent a lot of time with this, just because I played Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64, and that was enough for me. Love the game, absolutely. But it was so heavy that I was like, I've mentioned this before, I don't know that I'm going to go back to it anytime soon, but it is cool to still have this. Master Quest, awesome for people who want harder versions of what they have already. It's just not my thing. I played through a game once, and I almost never go back to it unless it's like something that holds nostalgic value to me. Yeah, so, but I'm glad to have these. Here's one that I have not played. Mega Man X Command Mission. I thought it just looked kind of neat, and I think it's an RPG, and I was like, Mega Man RPG, heck yeah. I definitely want to try it out at some point, because it seems like it'd be a lot of fun. If anybody has played this, let me know in the comments how it is, because I really do want to check this out at some point. That was what kind of drew me to it. I've actually been working my way through the old Mega Man games, and I'm on, I beat 1 through 6 so far. So I'm looking forward to getting into more of this stuff in the series, and RPG obviously is right up my alley, so definitely want to get into it at some point. Another one I have not played, and that is Star Fox Adventures. This game has This game has a lot of people who hate it and a lot of people who love it, and it's like I have no idea. I have not tried it. I've always been one who is like, Star Fox is a space shooter, and you're in your spaceship, and you're shooting, and you're going through levels, and that's it. So the fact that this is kind of like a diversion from that, I'm always up for new things, though, so I don't know. I may try it at some point. I just thought it was kind of neat, and I love to have those games that made such an impact, whether it's good or bad. I love just having those in my collection just because it's like, oh man, you know this one, you know, that kind of thing. So I think one day I would like to try it just to see what my opinion is on it, but I have not as of yet. I do love the other Star Fox games though, like big time. And again, another one that I have not played yet, Pokemon Colosseum. I have not played this, but the way it looked to me and the reason I picked this up was I've always wanted like an open world, not open world, but like a console-based Pokemon game. Like we got with Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee. Those were wonderful, and I absolutely loved them. When I saw this, that's kind of what was in my head. I have no idea if that's actually what it's like. I just looked at like reviews and like gameplay footage and stuff. That's kind of how it seemed. Again, another one, if anybody knows anything about this, let me know if I should even give it a shot, because it seemed interesting to me. I would like to try it at some point. Next one, yes, I've played. I've not beaten, though. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Definitely want to go back to it. Definitely want to finish it. I love the Paper Mario series way more than I was expecting to when they first got announced and started coming out, because I loved Mario RPG so much and was so disappointed when I heard this is what they were doing to that series. But then I played them, and I was like, you know what? Gotta say, I'm having a blast. So I really, really enjoyed it. This was a big step up from the first one, which I did beat. I don't know why I never finished it, though. I think I just got sidetracked with something else, but I definitely want to go back. I'd start over. Definitely wouldn't continue my save file, because it's been years since I've tried it out. If they bring it to the Switch, it's definitely going to be a must-buy and must-play for me right then and there. But if not, then I have no problem, you know, eventually plugging in the GameCube and checking this out again at some point, because I did enjoy it. Actually, I can do these two together. So we got, actually, I can wait on that one. Midway Arcade Treasures, which just has a bunch of old Midway games. And then the Sonic Mega Collection on GameCube, which obviously has a bunch of Sonic games. Wow, this actually has quite a few. Sonic 2 and 3 are, like, I have so much nostalgia for and loved them. Sonic and Knuckles, same thing. I thought it was so cool that you could actually plug your Sonic 3 cartridge into the top of Sonic and Knuckles and then play as Knuckles in Sonic 3. Thought that was so neat at the time. Nowadays, you just have DLC and you can pretty much do anything in the game. But really, really enjoyed those games. So a lot of fun with those. And as far as these, I probably picked it up. I couldn't tell you when, but I probably got it because I saw Marble Madness on there, Rampart, and Gauntlet, which all three games I adore. So especially Rampart. I'm not crazy about console versions, but it is a version. So I used to play it with my friend Matt and his brother Stu, and we played on the computer. One person would be on the mouse and one person would be on the mouse, one person would be on the keyboard, and one person had a joystick. We played 3-player on that. We didn't like make custom rules because nobody wanted to lose, so we'd just be like, "All right, you can't attack me this turn. I got to rebuild. Let's all like take like 3 turns and build our bases up, and then we'll attack." And like, it always just ended up me and Stu ganging up on Matt every single time. But it's a fun game. Marble Madness. If you haven't played that on regular NES, I would love to see them bring that to the Nintendo Online thing, because that game is so much fun. Animal Crossing. Unfortunately, I have bought, I think, 3 of these, 2 or 3, and I try so hard to get into them, and I just can't. I just don't know what the attraction is on these. Maybe I'm missing something. I've just never been able to fully get into them. I think they're neat, I guess, but I just kind of get in, and I'm like, oh, so just collect stuff and decorate? Is that it? I don't know, it's just never been my cup of tea. I guarantee you, when it comes out for the Switch, I'm probably going to buy it again and try it again. Because a game like that, where it's got such a crazy following, people go rabid over that stuff. and it just has not clicked for me. What am I missing? Tell me what I'm missing in that, because I want to like it. I really do. It's never clicked with me. Next one needs no introduction. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Arguably the best Smash Brothers game. The new one is fantastic. Ultimate is great, but Melee was probably the best one before that, and it's Smash Brothers Melee. It's a great game. Next one, game I have not played, but want to so bad because I know everybody that says you're a JRPG fan, you have to play it. And that is Skies of Arcadia Legends. I know, I have not played it. I know, because there's somebody screaming at the screen right now telling me, why haven't you played that? You need to plug in your GameCube right now and play it. And I would be hard-pressed not to agree with you. I totally think you're right. I just, again, so many games out. And I'm in the middle of Spider-Man right now on PS4. It's really good, and it's tying up all my time. So, but I definitely want to get to this, because I heard it's kind of like Suikoden with recruiting characters and stuff, which is awesome. The next one might make some people little Jelly Clarkson. Dude, Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. Go on eBay and see how much this game goes for. Unless it's gone down. It was going for a pretty penny a while ago, and mine still has the price sticker on it. I don't think you can see it that far away, but I paid $17 for this. Yeah, and I'm so happy. Funny story, when I was setting up for this video, I was opening up all these to check them out, and for a while I kept all my GameCube games in this thing. So I was like, I'm going to take them out and put them all in the cases while I'm doing this, since I've got them all, taken off the shelf back there. And the game was not in here. And it wasn't in there. So I was a little freaked out. So I had to go dig out my old GameCube out of my closet. Sure enough, there it was, sitting in the console still. I was like, thank God. Because I would have freaked out if I didn't have the disc for this. Super hard game. Super fun game. I love the Fire Emblem series. I hate permadeath though, so it's tough for me to get through them. But really, really, really good entry either way. Beyblade V-Force. I don't know how many of you know much about Beyblade. I guess it's a TV show too. I thought it was kind of neat looking. I picked it up. I couldn't tell you when, a long time ago, and I didn't spend too much time with it. I played it for, a few hours and then kind of put it away. I honestly don't even remember much about it. Yeah. Tales Symphonia, my first and favorite entry in the Tales series. I love this game so much. I've yet to play the remaster on PS3, but this game is so great and so much fun. I love the cast. I love the battle system. I love the story. I love the gameplay. Everything about this game was so much fun, and I drooled over the Nintendo Power article when they first announced it for so long, waiting for this game to come out because it looked right up my alley. I love the animation and the art style, and it's just so great. If you haven't tried this, you don't need to get this version, obviously, but if you've got a PS3, any way you have to play this game, it's so good and so wonderful. Definitely recommend it. Super Mario Sunshine. Again, doesn't really need much of an introduction. This is kind of a love-hate relationship with people as well. I personally enjoyed the hell out of this game. I get the complaints people have, like it's not standard Mario with just jumping and fireballs and that kind of stuff. You had your spray thing and whatnot. I still enjoyed it. It was a good, fun game, and I had a good time with it. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. That's Mega Man. These are just the older games. Not really much I have to say. I think this is 1 through 8. Yeah, actually 10 games total. So it's Mega Man. Game that I want to go back to. I have not finished this, and I definitely would like to. I'll start over. This is probably, out of everything on this console, this is the one I want to go back to the most because I want to finish it. I'm not huge on card battle system games, but I actually really enjoyed this one, and it's gorgeous. The voice acting, not so great from what I remember, but the story is really, really fun. Got a really crazy twist in the story that I really, really liked. But super fun game, and definitely one I want to get back to, and that's Baten Kaitos. So yeah, at some point. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I like this game a lot. I actually, when it first came out, I had 3 other guys that would come over for a period of like maybe 3 months or so. Every Friday night, we would get together, have our Game Boy Advances and link cables, and this game, come over to my apartment, and we'd all just play it, 4-player on it, and it was such a blast. Just going through the levels, having to worry about the chalice was a little bit annoying, but it was fine. And I really cannot wait for the new version. It's going to be interesting to see how they do that because the whole point of using your Game Boys was that you could choose your spells and abilities on that second screen without having to hold stuff up on the main screen like Secret of Mana. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that with the re-release on the newer consoles. But I definitely want to get it, and I definitely hope to do a review on that when it comes out as well. And I've talked to a couple of people who might be interested in doing that with me. So I would love to get a full team on this and play it because I really, really enjoyed my time with this. There was a difficulty spike, and that's why we never finished it. We got to the final dungeon, and it was like basically saying you're not strong enough. You got to go back and grind older levels, and we were like, we just stopped playing. So it is what it is. Phantasy Star Online, Episode 1 and 2. You know what? I never really played this game online. I just played it single player, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was grindy, and there's a lot to take in because the abilities and spell names and weapon names and stuff are super weird. But I had a good time with it, and I think it'd probably be interesting to try it online at some point. Obviously now I don't even know if the servers are still active or anything like that. Probably not. But I really, really enjoyed the time I played it as single player, and I always hoped I could find people who'd want to play it split screen with me and stuff like that, but I never could. So unfortunately, but what I played I did like. So guys, that is my GameCube collection. Love the system. A lot of great games on there. Give me a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Same as always, you know the drill. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.